Hey guys, so today I'm going to give you a side-by-side comparison of both the Shark Navigator Upright Professional line and the Shark Professional Navigator Lift-Away. So I use both of these vacuums in homes very frequently, so you'll see mine are a little beat up. But just to give you a side-by-side comparison, we have the Upright here, which weighs roughly about 20 pounds. We have the Lift-Away that weighs the entire thing weighs about 14 pounds. However, on the lift-away, you can remove the head of the lift-away just like this so you can carry it around with you, and this weighs about 8 pounds. Now, that is a nice feature. If you're someone that has a lot of stairs that you have to vacuum, this vacuum probably would be more ideal for you, because otherwise you're carrying this whole vacuum up the stairs. And it's kind of bulky and it's kind of heavy. So if you're an elderly person or if you have young children that are doing the vacuuming, yeah, this one would be a little bit more of a nuisance. It can be, you can do it, but it'd be more of a nuisance. Both vacuums do come with several attachments. On the Upright, you'll see that the hose is attached to the back of the canister, and it's easily removable. So here you can easily pick up stuff with the hose here, and it comes with an extended wand and then a crevice tool, which is extended. Now, what I like about this one in comparison to the Upright is that, as you can see, there's nothing but this hand handle, and it's this long extension that is in the way. Now, when you compare that to the Upright, granted, as you see, the hose is attached straight to the handle, where on this one, the handle is not attached, so it just comes, it circles around. So you do kind of have more of an extended long hose with the Upright. However, with this one, let me undo the cord. So you have to remove this to have an extension. So say I want to get behind, in between the refrigerator and the wall or something like that. This is not going to work for you. It does come with a crevice tool like this, and it comes with a long crevice tool. I don't have it present, which is like this, but still there's not so much space you can get into. This base here is kind of wider. There's pieces that stick out. Plus, where they have where you keep your extended tools is right on the wand, so it's kind of a nuisance. So when I'm trying to get into places, it's constantly bumping and scratching and getting in my way. So we'll put this back together, put that back on. But the nice thing is, yes, everything is attached into one place. Still, overall, if I had to pick, I'd go with the Upright. The Upright, in my opinion, I've gone through 3 of these, and I've used 2 of the Lift-Aways. The Upright by far has better suction. Why? I don't know, maybe because there's less moving parts. But it has by far more suction. It picks up on carpets and very, very well. Pet hair, there's no match. It picks up everything. So if I were to go with, if you have a lot of pets, my opinion would be this straight Upright. Now, both compartments have, as you can see, a clear container that traps all the dirt and dust and pet hair and everything else. This one is a little bit of a nuisance to remove the canister. Not a big deal. It's not as easy as this one. To move the Lift-Away canister, you have to lift up these levers on the side here. So there's one on each side. You lift it away, and then to empty the canister is a button here, and everything will fall out. And there's also a top canister, so when you're using your hose attachment, whatever you pull in, it goes into the top. Mine's dirty, and I wanted to show you specifically how it traps. But as you can see, it would go right into there. And they're both very easy to empty, so there's definitely not a problem. On both of them, we do take different filters, but the filter is right here under the actual canister, and those can be easily cleaned underwater. and allowed to dry out. But don't let them, you know, I usually put mine out in the sun or somewhere where there's a lot of air so they dry out quickly. Now, this one as well is much easier for the canister to be removed. Just a simple button, boom, that's it. You empty it the same way as a lever here and a button there. And then again, the filter that you should clean regularly is at the bottom. Now, both vacuums, if the filters are dirty, the suction will be compromised. Now, I have vacuumed up socks, dish towels, balls, all sorts of things with these vacuums. They have an amazing suction. This one is prone to lift, is prone to tip over because the suction is so incredibly strong. So if I were trying to vacuum something, and let's say it was too big for the vacuum too big for the hose itself to suck it up, like maybe I got stuck on a cushion or something, the vacuum is so strong that it would tip completely over if you had your hose completely extended. So, you know, there is a way, like you can put your foot down and hold it down. You have to get used to it. You will get used to it, but that does happen. The suction is amazing. If for some reason you vacuum something up that is awkward, like a pen, obviously a pen's not going to go through all these little corners. The vacuum has a lot of removable hoses in various different parts, so it's easy to clean up. Easy to clean up. That's one thing it's another one thing I really like about the Shark Upright. This one as well, except up here there's nowhere to remove the hose. At least I haven't yet figured it out. Powerful, strong suction. The Upright is amazingly strong. I actually hurt my shoulder using this repetitively on thick carpets because you're pushing and you're pulling back constantly. It's a heavy vacuum and it's got a lot of suction, so it's really sucking in on that carpet. You can release some of the suction by this lever here, and that will it will open up so it's not as strong. And the same with this one. The release is on the side here. So they're not as powerful. What else can I tell you about the vacuums? Yeah, these are just really, really good vacuums. Both of them are very good vacuums. More of an advantage on the lift away, as I said before, it does lift away. The lift away comes with some attachments. This extended one, the long one here, it's a special attachment you have to purchase separately. I actually got mine on QVC that included everything. So if QVC still has the offer, go for it. This has, I'll show that to you in a minute. So both vacuums, to get them started, there's no button. You just push back. You put your foot on the bottom of the base and you push back. Both of them work the same way. They both have two settings, one for bare floor and one for brush roll. So yes, you can use both of these vacuums on hardwood floor. I do not recommend ever using a vacuum on like stone surfaces, any uneven floor surfaces, stone or tile, because it can chip your stone or your tile. Now, the lift away, which is really cool. Back here, you have a button that just pulls this whole part apart. With your lift away, you will get a floor attachment. It does come with a dust cloth, so you put it up here. This, fine for all surfaces. You just hook it in, somehow, bada bing, bada boom, and then now you're vacuuming like a canister. So let's say you're vacuuming hardwood floors. You could be dragging this thing around, or you could just be lifting it up and walking around with it. Now, that's great. This is like 8 pounds, no big deal. But I was a little disappointed that I have to have both of my hands tied up while I'm vacuuming. That's kind of a nuisance to me. I think Shark could have taken it a step forward and maybe designed maybe a shoulder strap or a backpack attachment for this canister. If you've ever used a backpack vacuum, you'll understand why I say that, because when you vacuum with a backpack vacuum, you speed up your time in your cleaning process. It takes off so much time off of vacuuming. Plus, you're not tying up two arms. So, but this is an amazing attachment. I really do love it. You have a section here that can lock the head so it doesn't swivel back and forth, just by pushing up, I think, one of the two. Pushing down. So now it locks it. Okay. So never really use that function. I'm not sure why I would use it, but it works very well. Also, to remove that, I'll show you the extended back saver wand. So this part that came out of your back, can now go right back in, or you can put it aside. And then this is the extended wand. So we're going to put that into the hand part. And then we're going to attach the floor attachment. So the advantage of this, one, it gives you longer reach versus the shorter wand here. And it has a little button here that bends, allows this whole head to bend. So now, as you can see, this section is bent, so you can get under surfaces that are harder to get under. So instead of bending down and trying to find that underneath cabinets and stuff, whatnot, it'll get right under there for you. Great for under beds. So yeah, there's definitely an advantage for having something like this. So both heads of the vacuum have a swivel. If you've never used a swivel vac, a lot of standard like Bissell and Kenmore and those type of vacuums do not have swivel heads, but this swivels back and forth, so it allows you to maneuver into corners and sections much easier. The same with the upright. Both vacuums, when they're set on the carpet mode, kind of have like a self-propel function. It's almost like if you've ever used a lawnmower that self-propels, it kind of pushes it for you. Both of these will do that. You still have to give it a little bit of a push. Cords. The upright has a longer cord, so you don't have to plug it into multiple surfaces as frequently. This one has a bit of a shorter cord. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good assessment on both of these vacuums. Overall, if you have a lot of pets, you're pretty strong, go for this one. One more thing I want to say is they both have narrow profiles. You'll see that the lift-away canister is a little bit wider, but this makes up for the width because of the attachments to sit out. But the heads of the vacuum are narrow. They have a narrow profile. They're probably, 8 feet wide. So in comparison to some vacuums on the market, some vacuums are a little bit wider, you can clean a lot quicker. If you have large surfaces, you can get through a lot quicker. However, these two allow you to get into, under furniture, in between furniture and sections that a larger based vacuum would not allow you to do. So I think that's pretty much it. If you have questions, don't hesitate, to look me up. You can find my blog at icleanblogs.com. And anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.